Energy Star was established in 1992 by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to help businesses and individuals save money and protect the climate through energy efficiency. Although their goal is energy efficiency, they do not take into consideration the price that the consumer will pay. In other words, just because it's energy efficient doesn't always mean you'll save money over time. Today we'll be investigating whether purchasing a more expensive Energy Star appliance will benefit the buyer in the long run by lowering monthly utility bills versus buying a cheaper conventional appliance up front. The first two appliances we're going to be comparing are freezerless single-door refrigerators, Model 1, the Danby, and Model 2 made by Kenmore. And the Danby is the energy efficient appliance. At a starting price of about $578, the conventional Kenmore model is over $300 cheaper than the Energy Star model made by Danby. However, the Kenmore model uses more energy than the Danby model, 100 kilowatts per year higher to be exact. We have a cash flow diagram which shows each appliance and their net expenditures per year. This formula shows net present value, the value of a payment with non-immediate payment options. In other words, it gives the present value of a future payment. The net present value is discounted according to an empirical discount rate, I, and the amount of years for which the appliance will be operational, N. Graphing these two appliances on an expenditure graph, we can see that the expenditure lines intersect at about 4 years. Past 4 years, net expenditure becomes less for the Energy Star appliance. So, the best bang for your buck would be to go for the Energy Star appliance here, since the life of a refrigerator outlives 4 years. Now, the second appliance we'll be looking at is washing machines. The two models are the Energy Star compliant Samsung and the non-Energy Star compliant model made by GE. Both machines have the same storage capacity of 3.9 cubic feet, and at Best Buy, the GE model costs $550, which is about $350 cheaper than the Samsung model. Samsung's washing machine runs on 93 kilowatt hours per year, comparing to GE's model running at 492 kilowatt hours per year. This is based on a family doing 8 loads of clothes per week. Again, the cash flow diagrams are created for each model. In graphing the two washing machines on an expenditure graph shows that after just a year of use, the Energy Star appliance pays for itself. Although it costs more upfront, the savings on utility bills pays for the machine after just a year of owning it. The last appliance we'll look at is tall tub built-in dishwashers. The Energy Star model made by Bosch will be compared to the non-Energy Star model made by Frigidaire. Bosch sells their dishwasher for about $550, which is about $250 more expensive than the conventional Frigidaire model. The Energy Star appliance uses 279 kilowatt hours per year, while the conventional one uses 305 kilowatt hours per year. These assumptions were based on a family doing about 4 loads of dishes per week. A cash flow diagram is created, like before, and the net expenditures can be seen for each appliance. Graphing the two dishwashers on an expenditure graph shows that the Energy Star appliance becomes less than the conventional Frigidaire appliance at about 9.5 years of owning. However, the lifetime of the Bosch dishwasher is an average of about 8 years, so the better deal is the conventional non-Energy Star appliance. So what does this mean exactly? In conclusion, the myth that Energy Star always saves you money is not always correct. By analyzing the net expenditures and comparing it to the lifetime of each appliance, sometimes the Energy Star does cost you more in the long run. Whether or not it's worth the initial cost up front to save money on utility bills depends on the appliance's kilowatt usage versus the conventional competitors.